Hi, it's Kat. Sorry the picture's so dark. I'm not quite sure why. Played with a few settings and this is about as good as I can get it. So today I wanted to talk about hypomania and mania, but mostly hypomania. I wanted to talk about that because I'm starting to feel hypomanic. So this is the best time for me to record a video about that. I know exactly how I'm feeling at the moment. Hypomania is an elevated mood above depression, above your normal mood, and between a normal mood and mania. Hypomania is where you're almost always going to hit first on the way to mania. So you can use this hypomanic time as a way to try to keep yourself out of full-blown mania and make some adjustments so that hopefully your mood will come down a little bit and you don't elevate into mania. What's hard about that is that hypomanic feels awesome. It's great. It's a good feeling. And anybody who tells you it's not is lying. It's all the great things about having mania and having the elevated mood without the bad things that come along with that. Now there's things that are bad for you the symptoms of hypomania are bad for you, but it's not disastrous like mania. So for me, when I'm hypomanic, I have more energy, I'm more talkative, I have less need for food, less need for sleep. I'm more task oriented. I'm able to multitask more and want to multitask more. I have more energy for work. I have more energy to go out and do things. I don't get sleepy as much or as often. I can get by on fewer hours of sleep. And then, I'm chatty, I'm feeling good. I have less self-esteem issues when I'm hypomanic. So I just feel better about everything in general. I have a problem with depression and just negative self feelings. And also anxiety is huge with me. So hypomania feels like a relief in a lot of ways because those things are alleviated. I mean, I still have anxiety, but it's so much less than it would be. I'm so much more productive. It seems really good. It does. What else? I'm fidgety because I've got this pent-up energy. My sex drive goes through the roof. When I'm manic, hypomanic, it's starting to become increased. That libido is picking up. Also, smoking for some reason, even though I've been a non-smoker for more than a decade, I like to smoke when I'm hypomanic and manic, which probably isn't that great. There's worse things that I could do, but it's not the best either. That's the thing about hypomania is these things they all have negative impacts in some way. Like the sleep, that is the number one thing for me that'll make me become full-blown manic. So when I start to have these hypomanic symptoms, the first thing I do is look at my sleep and realize that I need to make some changes and fix a few things. So a couple days ago, I started with a sleeping pill. My psychiatrist prescribed me a sleeping pill for this reason, to take up to 3, I think, times a week, but I hate them. So I only take them if I absolutely have to. So this is a time that I absolutely have to. I went 3 or 4 days with the lowered lack of sleep, having a hard time getting tired to go to bed at bedtime, staying up later, and it was like, okay, no, this needs to be brought into line here. So I took 2 sleeping pills. It's prescribed 1 or 2, and 1 doesn't often work so well for me. So I took 2, and I was a complete blubbering idiot in the morning. I had to stay home from work and work from home. So that night I decided, instead of doing that, what I would do, which is what I've done before, is increase my antipsychotic. I'm on Risperidone or Risperdal, same thing. I'm on 1 milligrams a day. I've been up to 4 milligrams before, but the 4 milligrams, the higher dosages, they make me feel like a zombie. I'm not able to wake up. You know, I get up at 4:30 in the morning. It would be 12, 1 o'clock before I'd feel awake and able to function. So I had to keep going down to a dose that affected me the least, but still gave me a benefit, and that was 1 milligram for me. So the other night, after the sleeping pill night didn't work, then I took 2 milligrams of my Risperidone. And that definitely worked, but I was still really groggy in the morning. Not as bad, but pretty groggy. And had to stay home and work from home in order to be able to function. So last night I did 1.5, so 1.5 milligrams of Risperidone, and that was perfect. I was still a little groggy this morning, but I just had some extra coffee and I was good to go. So I'll probably continue doing that for a couple days and then stop for the weekend and give my body a chance to see if I'm regulated myself yet, if my sleeping is back to normal, because it really is the #1 predictor for me of hypomania and mania. So that's what I'm working on. Sleep. It's really important. Who knew?